Hi, this is David Frame, the editor at Tools of the Trade. I'm at JLC Live in Providence at the Festool booth with Steve Bass, who's going to show us a very cool new track saw they've got. Steve, what do you got here?
What we have here is the new Festool TSC 55. It's battery operated. It has 2 batteries on here. We can get it. It's a 36 volt battery. The nice thing about this is we can also use any flat battery platform that we have. We can use 12 volt, 15 volt, any combination of the 3 batteries.
So you can mix and match Festool batteries and they'll all work?
Right, as long as it's the same style battery like this, this is a flat style, it'll work.
Okay.
What's nice about it also is we can also run it on 1 battery.
Oh wow.
All right, so as long as I have a battery in the bottom here, it will run just like normal.
And is that your gauge up on there? You got a battery gauge on there too?
Yes, this is the gauge here for the battery. It tells us how much power we have left.
Cool.
What we're finding out also is that when we have a 36 volt on here, so 2 18s or 2 15s, we have the same power as we do with the corded version of this.
Now how about
RPM.
runtime? You made this long cut on this 3/4 inch plywood. What could you do with 18 volt batteries?
Naturally, on anything you cut, it's going to depend on what you cut, the density and thickness and stuff. In this plywood, 3/4 inch plywood, what we've done is I can do about 4 foot shy of 3 runs on 2 18 volt
And this
batteries.
is how long, maybe?
About 48 feet.
So you could go almost 150 feet.
You can go almost 150 feet on a single charge.
Now, who are you thinking would use this?
Anybody, any contractor, anybody that needs to go on site where they're not going to have power available, that's who's going to want this. Otherwise you have to have a vacuum and you got to have the cord, so you got to have power close by. With this, we can take it anywhere.
So you could connect the vacuum here if you wanted, right?
Correct. Yeah, the vacuum can work on here, and we're going to get the normal standard 96% dust collection.
Then I saw you using this bag, which I don't know that I've ever seen on a Festool product.
We've never had it. It's the first time we've had a bag on a saw. We've always hooked it up to vacuum, but when you're taking it on site, you can't do it. So you got to have a bag. So with this bag here, instead of 96% dust collection, we're getting about 90%.
So the other features on this saw are fairly similar to your current corded track saw?
Exactly, yeah. The saw, everything else is exactly the same. So we still have the speed control on here for different types of materials depending on what you're cutting. Still has the flat side for going up against the wall if we're cutting flooring and stuff like that. We don't use the rail, we use the wall as the guide.
Now you've got a new depth thing on here. I guess as of last year I saw this on your corded.
Correct. And what this does now, we have a way to define the depth of gauge, whether it's on the rail or off the rail.
Which flooring guys often do.
Flooring guys will use it without the rail. So you would use the outside of the gauge, and the FS would be on the rail.
Now, do you supply some kind of, I remember seeing with the corded that you guys supply some sort of like a, inches rather than all the metric if somebody wanted to stick that over?
Yes, we do have a scale that goes on and you can put it on here, and now if you don't like the metric system, we can go with the inch.
So can we see it run?
Absolutely.
Cool.